Hello and welcome to ActiveNet Bytes. ActiveNet Bytes introduces you to the wonderful suppliers and operators that are attending our events. And today we're going to be talking about ActiveNet Paddle, which is on the 3rd of June at the Stansted at Radisson. And today I'm really pleased to be able to introduce you to Jamie. So Jamie, tell me who you are, what you do, and who you do it for, please.
Indeed. Hi, David. Yeah, so Johnson Reed, for those that haven't come across us or worked with us in the past, we are a 20-year established equipment finance and loans business. We support businesses, private and public sector, new or growing or expanding, and want to acquire business finance.
Okay.
Predominantly, that's for equipment,
Mhm.
but we also have access to loan lenders. So cash flow requirements of all sorts and sizes are things that hit our desk,
Right.
whether that be through direct client introductions and also through the large list of supporting suppliers and introducers and equipment resellers that we work with as well.
Okay.
We lend about £35 million a year, which in banking circles may seem quite small, but that's supporting, some small operators with
Mhm.
replacing a couple of treadmills, right the way up to a large club refresh that might be upwards of a mil, 1.5 mil. So
Fantastic. And
yeah.
have you been there the full 20 years, Jamie?
Yeah. So, well, I've been here 19 years actually, so I'm coming up to
Mhm.
my 20th. But yeah, we started business when Mark founded the business, co-director Mark Johnson. Many will probably know him as the 8 foot tall guy at most of the trade events that we turn
Mm.
up to. But yeah, so we're now a team of 16 based out of Stockport.
Right.
And we are both broker and lender. So we occupy both sides of the fence there, which gives us a little bit more lending scope and really helping transactions flow and move by being as close to the client as possible. You can't get any better than talking to the underwriter, the person that's going to say yes or no. So.
No, absolutely. So you having that much time it served, the competence in the business is must be very strong. So what are you seeing at the moment? What are the trends that people are coming to you with? What's the future look like for this type of business?
Yeah, well, leisure's always been a big industry for us, and that's because the ones that have been lesser supported by the main high street
Mm,
banks are those where the end consumer has what we call disposable spend. So leisure, hospitality are our two biggest markets. Uh,
mhm,
and if you to ask me why I've been in this role and this job and this business for as long as I have, it's the curiosity for speaking to business owners. Who have often been involved in an industry, maybe employed, and decide that I can do this, I can do a better job,
mm,
and they want to go off alone and do it. Certainly in the private sector, anyway, and actually really having a chat with business owners and talking about their aspirations, their
mm.
challenges, their problems, because that's what running a business is all about. It's juggling problems, and hopefully we can help and aid in some way with most of what they come across. So, but yeah, I mean, in terms of innovation, in terms of trends, when we do come across something that's new and fresh and cool and different, like paddle as a prime example, it's really interesting to see a business plan that hasn't crossed my desk yet
Right.
and think, I want to know how this works. I want to know what
Mm,
makes a good paddle center operate. As opposed to one that isn't so good, where the profit margins might be, where the marketing elements of attracting new members comes into this, how
mhm,
you staff it, and there are other weird complications and technicalities that we already see with things like planning and sound, which
yes.
obviously is a hot topic in
Mm.
so all of that, it gets our juices flowing because that these are the things that operators live and breathe, and that makes it important to us as well.
No, absolutely. Well, I'm really excited that you're coming along, and I know we've had a conversation for a few years to try and get you to an event because this part of the business we've never been able to offer before. We've never been able to sit an operator down with somebody who can really talk them through a process of being able to fund their dream and make that work for them. So, thank you so much for attending. I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the 3rd of June at the Radisson at Stansted. Jamie, thank you so much for your time. Take care, and we will see you soon.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, David.
Cheers.